Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, you can't really overlook the importance of Bruno Fernandes in this side. A lot of players of his ilk may be seen rightly or wrongly as luxury players, and he's anything but. A work ethic I've always admired, and he's still hard at it as ever.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barella. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. That's good play.
It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Gordon.
That has been slung wide.
Now it's Rice. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
Shot, surely! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Vinicius Junior, and here's Osimhen.
Osimhen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Isak.
And he cuts out the supply. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
That's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Chance for a shot! Caught offside that time. Rice, who does have an assist to his name. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Engages and forces him off the ball. So, what can they make of this? Rice. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Gordon. Bellingham. Barella. Hakimi.
Ekitike really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's gone for a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. And he's managed to gift it back. Bruno Fernandes. Now that's a lovely exchange.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Isak. Chouameni. Hakimi. And it's Mendes. And it's Bellingham. Gravenberch. Spread out to the left. Osimhen. Nice looking ball.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Jimenez with the clearance. Germany are looking to go forward now. Looking for a runner. He's had it taken off him. Hakimi. Aimed beyond the defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bellingham. Ekitike. Bellingham. It's a good run down the right. He's a sharp little ball here. Bellingham. Oh, that's nice. Oh, important interception. And the first half is done. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Manchester United have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Manchester United carrying a one-goal lead. Back into the middle.
Ekitike. And it's Hakimi. And Mendes.
Vinicius Junior
Gets a foot in here. Now it's Osimhen. Mendes charging forward, the ball at his feet. Barella. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack.
He's shifting through the gears here.
He's in a great position here. And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game.
Cleared away.
Calafiori ploughing through the middle.
Van Dijk played in deep.
And it's claimed by the keeper.
Manchester United are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
Ekitike.
Vinicius Junior.
And it's Mendes.
Germany really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Real chance! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 7.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Number 22.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number
Pedri.
21. Mbappe.
Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Plays it in low. And he gets rid in a hurry. Pedri. Looking for the run.
And the ball is out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 41, Rice. Number 45, Osimhen. Coming on the field, number 13, Soboslai. Number 4,
Mbappe is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down there.
And he's had it nicked away. And it's Pedri. Now it's Rodrigo. Now it's Haaland. Rodrigo. Pass somewhat off target. Pedri. And here's Haaland.
And the shot!
And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester United making consecutive changes here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range. Germany clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And he's intervened well there. And here's Pedri. Mendes, here's onto it.
He's had a shot! Goal, Germany! And the comeback is complete.
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Germany take the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Now it's Haaland. Germany have a chance to counter-attack. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, he's played it in low. And that's the keeper's ball. Yildiz proves just a little bit too strong. Yildiz, he's picked his way through. Crosses it in. Germany have their second corner now. They've played it short. Pedri! And that should get the job done.
Germany really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he's on a charge. Rodrigo goes on a charge down the left. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Now it's Rodrigo. Ah, such a clever touch. Rodrigo. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And time is up. Manchester United illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Everybody, and this is a quick reminder to let
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Manchester United definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Manchester United.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Nicolo Barella is by all accounts a jack of all trades, and I think that's a very good way of describing how this player operates, because he's...
And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Matheus Cunha. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Chouameni. It's Bellingham. That has been cut short. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Ekitike. Barella. Clipped into space. Saliba is there, and he can get that clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's been taken short. Bellingham! Danger averted for now. Oh, sweet feet. He is through here. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Now it's Isak.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Can he get onto this? Chouameni. Germany applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
And the finish! And he gets rid in a hurry. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Now it's Isak.
Played back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Oh, good spread. Back into the middle. And he's there to belt it away. Chouameni. Chouameni cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Bellingham.
And here's Isak.
Foot in. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving forward. Can he get it through?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hakimi. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
And it's Bellingham.
Now that looks a decent... Isak! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation.
Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Bellingham.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nicely spread. Gravenberg.
Vinicius Junior.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Isak. And it's Mendes. Isak is wide and looking to get onto this.
There will be
Bellingham.
1 minute added time.
Now it's Barella.
And a shot! Goal! Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Manchester United can really do with some...
Oh, shooting chance! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So, and the shot! And again! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Vinicius Junior at his razor-sharp best there.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because...
Could be danger here. He's picked his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's tidy. Matheus Cunha. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Mendes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Distributed tidily. Now it's Barella. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. And he can clear it away. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Osimhen has found the net here, of course. It's a searching pass. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Osimhen. Bellingham. Bellingham, who's set up one goal so far. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Rice clears. And it's Tchouaméni. Bellingham. Oh, that's nice. Matheus Cunha.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Face to face with the keeper. And he's certainly onside here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham. Oh, this is a very good run. Spread it left. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Mendes picks it up out wide. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Goes for a shot! Oh, that could cost them.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 45, Osman.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it.
Matheus Cunha. Number 41,
Haaland.
Rice.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Manchester United, moments now away from seeing this one out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Number 13, Soboslai. Number 17, Vitinha.
Now it's Kvaratskhelia.
Locatelli.
Time added on will be 2 minutes.
Substitution in progress.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Has been indicated.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there goes the final whistle. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening,
And the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Shoots! Ambitious ball here. Ndika kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Nuno Mendes,
And that's played in low. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Hakimi receives it in a decent chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He won't be happy with that one.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Nicely aimed pass.
No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Barella. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Passing nice and neat. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's there to belt it away. Osimhen. Manchester United are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Tchouaméni. Manchester United do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
And he's managed to get free. Ndika
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Now it's Osimhen. Bellingham. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. Osimhen chasing after it. Van de Ven. Ndika. Germany looking to pass their way through. Yamal. Rice. And it's Rice.
Vinicius Junior.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good running, strong and purposeful. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Bellingham, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Hakimi tries to pass it through, looking for options for movement, and it's Hakimi. Here's Tchouaméni.
Isak!
Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Tchouaméni plays it short. He's on it, can he get away?
Good read, needed to be. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's hoisted clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Can he finish? Drilled in low. Rice clears it away. Barella has it in a wide position. Oh, such a clever touch. Real chance! Goal, Germany! A goal at a really telling moment.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Germany are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in...
And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we're off again.
Manchester United can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Barella. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Rice. Time and again they are repelled. Bellingham. Saliba does well to get it back. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's managed to get rid. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Szoboszlai. Manchester United finding their passes. Played out to the right. Mendes gets a foot in here. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gives it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Osimhen being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 19.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Number 13.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number 10. Rafinha.
Played into space.
Number 22.
Neatly clipped into space.
Fernandes. Substitutions taking place.
Very nicely done. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Haaland. Back when it goes. Gravenberg clipped into space. Oh, that was vital. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Haaland has got himself a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 41, Rice. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field.
Now this could be... And the finish! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United go into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you...
And he shoots! Chouameni, Nuno Mendes. Germany have a chance to counter-attack.
That's good play from him.
He might be in here! Crunching tackle. And that has been clubbed away. Bout of passing here. Takes a shot!
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And here's Rodrigo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Rafinha. Ndika. Germany have reclaimed it. Pedri might just make this.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Pedri. Haaland. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Coming on the field is number 5.
And it's Olmo.
Substitution.
Yildiz. Great vision.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Chouameni.
There will be 3 minutes
And it's
at
Olmo.
a time.
Haaland.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chips it through. Good ball, good take. Oh, he's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliant completely.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong.
That's the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Osimhen really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now it's Gravenberch. Looking for the run. Van der Ven makes the interception. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van der Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing. And he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Well, the idea was a good one, the execution of it not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gravenberch. Nice sequence of passes, this. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Osimhen! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Cleared without hesitation and reclaimed it in a trice. And here's Gordon. Gordon touches it back. And the finish! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Gordon actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short. That's tidy. Osimhen! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
It's their second corner of the game.
Chouameni goes short. Oh, he's been caught napping. And here's Gordon. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Played into space out wide. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
He's trying to hit the front line here.
Rice.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Could move up a gear here. Germany applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific.
And he thumps it clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Vinicius Junior, looking for options for movement. And he shoots! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Good ball, good take. Rice. That's an imaginative pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, there's the clearance. Timber.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And here's Gordon. Oh, that was vital. And he's there to belt it away. Ndika. Driving on and making good progress. And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Oh, what has happened here? Chooses to go back. Oh, what a ball! Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. He's picked his way through. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Tries a deft little ball. And it's Rice.
2 added minutes has been
That is
indicated.
lovely. Chouameni. Barella.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Gordon. No, he's not getting his way this time. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now there's a shot at goal! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United have played well here and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we are already promptly back underway.
Manchester United definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this.
Can he finish? He has done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter.
He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Manchester United go into the lead. And that's put paid to a promising move. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a cracking... Great chance! Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And the shot! It's loose. It's fallen kindly here. Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well played, well sorted out. Chouameni. Manchester United have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 19, Yamal.
Chouameni.
Number 22,
Dani Olmo.
Bruno
Passes
Fernandes.
coming off in quick succession here.
Number 45,
Germany really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Matthias Cunha. Number 4, Erling
Strokes
Haaland.
it back.
Number 21,
And it's
Mbappe.
Pedri.
Substitution in progress.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Germany have got it back and they'll have another go. Dani Olmo. And Rodrigo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Chouameni. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Germany have their
Number
third
38,
corner.
Gravenberch. Number 41, Rice.
And it's been
Coming
taken
on the
short.
field, Number 5, Locatelli. Number 17,
Good run down the right.
Vitinha. Substitution.
Hakimi. And now a sudden... Oh, terrible pass. Rodrigo. Yildiz. Can he get it through? Gabriel can get it clear. Shoots! No mistake! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
No, he's just misjudged that one. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Pedri. And it's Olmo.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Germany looking to pass their way through. Goes for a shot! Goal! Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Germany get themselves into the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Locatelli. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Vitinha. Saliba.
There will be 5
He's
minutes
gone looking
added
for
time.
safety. Manchester United have it back and can go again. Vitinha. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Just off target.
Rodrigo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Locatelli. And here's the chance to counter. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
And already we're underway here.
And here's Isak. Nuno Mendes.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed by the progress made by this guy, Eberechi Eze, who I see these days as an unconventional winger, best deployed behind a central striker, as he does like to operate in the middle, ultimately. Certainly has the strength and an eye for a pass.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
And it's Barella. Lovely pass, but
He's had a shot!
loose ball now, and oh, he's been caught napping. Mendes made a search from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Yamal tries a shot, and it's come back out to him.
Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Well, that's well seen too.
Isak strokes it back.
Osimhen.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Manchester United really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
That is good alertness. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Eze. Chouameni. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Osimhen. Can he get it through? Picked out brilliantly.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pinches it off him. He's in a great position here.
Could move up a gear here.
He is through here. Now can he... And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Osimhen, great defending, strong and determined. And here's Yamal. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Eze. That's very neat. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Eze. Clipped into space.
And he thumps it clear.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Chouameni with the short one. Now this could be a... And a shot! Tries to get it clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Engages and forces him off the ball. And here's Isak. And that's another good win of the ball. Yamal.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Eze.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Hakimi. Now he's got space here. Osimhen is wide and looking to get onto the... There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
And
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Manchester United leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's hit the upright. And it's Chouameni. Passes short and sharp. And the finish! He's scored! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity.
Big chance! Goal, Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saliba calmly anticipates. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Over to the other side. Timber. So what can they make of this? Distributed tidily. So we've reached the hour mark. Timber. Barella has given away a free kick.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 45, Osimhen. Number 19,
Manchester United may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Number 21, Mbappe. Substitutions taking place.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Dani Olmo looking to get on the end of this. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And it's Hakimi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's tidy.
That was lovely, that.
He's got away. Looking to go deep. Showing good feet. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. That is lovely. And that is out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 7, Vinicius Junior. Coming on the field is number 18.
Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Dani Olmo is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Now it's Dani Olmo. Very nicely done, Pedri. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo. He is just caressing the ball. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Kvaratskhelia. And it's Mbappe! And that could come back to haunt them.
Mbappe clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Cross to the back post. And that has been cleared.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Rodrigo. Pedri. Pedri is onto this. Fire. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And surely now, the result's beyond doubt. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Dani Olmo. Tchouameni. Now it's Haaland.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Bout of passing here, really easy on... And a chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Rodrigo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we're done. Manchester United, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Your reflections then, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.